Let's remove this for the last time. Welcome to the episode. I'm Taryn Shea, your fitness expert, founder of Fit and Chic, my woman empowerment brand. I am a fitness competitor. I'm also a volunteer firefighter, an EMS responder, and a mom of 2 boys. And honestly, the list just keeps growing. I don't limit myself, and I don't think that you should either. If you have an interest, a passion, a desire, I am encouraging you, giving you permission to literally go out there and pursue it. Don't label yourself. Don't keep your life in a little box. You are here to live and thrive and soar, and don't let anyone or anything hold you back. Anyway, if you are new, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video with your friends and family. In fact, I have a goal to reach 500 subscribers by my birthday, May 16th, so I need your help. Support the channel. I love creating content for you, inspiring you, uplifting you, hopefully entertaining you. I've got some great videos lined up, so you don't want to miss out on any of it. Let's get into the topic of this video, and that is why I withdrew from my pageant. Let's talk about it. So for those of you that don't know, I was given the title Mrs. Morris County International 2024, and I embraced it wholeheartedly. I truly looked at it as an honor and a privilege, and I have 0 regrets. I enjoyed every day that I was Mrs. Morris County International. I'm so grateful for the opportunity, truly, because when I was given the title, it was at a time that I really, really needed it. Meaning, I had just moved up here from Tampa, and I was having a hard time finding myself up here, finding my people, so to speak. And I just found myself like very homesick for Tampa. When I was given this title, it just kickstarted everything for me. I started firing on all cylinders. I was inspired to start competing in fitness again and hosting my group challenges again. And it just got me connected with so many amazing women, connected with local businesses. I became the host of the Denville Parade, which was an amazing honor and opportunity for me. I ended up speaking on stages throughout my reign and live television interview in Canada. Just so many amazing things, and it just really opened a lot of doors. So I'm truly, truly grateful for the opportunity. In fact, because I had so much momentum and I was feeling so inspired about life, that's actually what gave me the confidence to walk into the fire department and ask about becoming a volunteer with the fire department. So I'm really, really grateful. However, I did make a very empowering decision that I absolutely do not regret. And that is, I did decide to quit 2 weeks before competing for Mrs. New Jersey International. And the reasons why I think are very important, and I'm sure that they will be applicable to something that may be going on in your life or you may encounter in your life. So stay tuned for the top 3 reasons, essentially, why I decided to quit. Now, with that said, let's remove this for the last time, and we will remove this. I want to share that I will not be sharing any specific names or any specific details, because I like to keep my head held high. I like to stay classy. And honestly, I hope the rest of you do in any situation that you have in your life. It's always best to stay high. Like Michelle Obama once said, when they go low, we go high. And that truly is a great motto to live by. So the first reason that I quit is because I came to the realization that crowns or titles are not worth sacrificing your self-worth. So I realized that my self-worth meant more to me than a crown. What I want to share with you is that if you are being disrespected in any capacity by anyone in your life, you do not deserve it. You need to have enough self-respect for yourself that you can break away from, whether it be a relationship or an opportunity or whatever it is, that if you feel like you are not being respected, that the respect is not reciprocated, then I really want to help you feel empowered to make a decision and walk away. So at the end of the day, I had a come to Jesus moment. Actually, it was a series of many moments, to be honest with you, which I'll get into in a minute. I had a final moment, let's say, with someone, and I just came to the realization that I respect myself too much to be treated this way. That's when I decided that I knew something was wrong, something was off. It would only be a couple of days after coming to that realization that I would ultimately quit. All right, so let's move on to the second reason. And the second reason is that I decided that I did not want to align myself. I didn't want my name, my brand, my reputation to be aligned with certain people, because I realized that my values were not matching their values. So our values were not in alignment, because if this certain person can treat people in that particular manner, I would never do that. I know my values. I know my non-negotiables. I know the way that I treat people. I know the way that I treat my family, my friends, my clients, and that is with respect and with dignity. So I realized that the way that I was being interacted with, that this person didn't have the same values. Your actions speak volumes. So it became apparent to me that if I was to continue with the pageant, that I would be really telling the world that my values are the same, in sync with their values. And that's not the case, because I don't stand for mistreatment. I stand for woman empowerment. That was my platform, and it still is my platform. Woman empowerment, inspiring women. I'm just saying, be careful who you associate yourself with, because your actions speak loud. So know your values. Know your non-negotiable, know your core beliefs, know what you stand for, and make sure that your actions are in rhythm with that they match up to that. Be a person of your word, stand up for yourself, don't allow to be mistreated. And I just can't emphasize enough to know your core values, because that is really the first thing. How can you say yes and no to certain relationships and opportunities, or whatever the case is, if you don't know your values? So if you don't know what you believe in, if you don't have a standard for how you believe you should be treated, then that is the first thing that I really encourage you to dig deep and do some self-reflecting and get really crystal clear on that, because I am very crystal clear on that. And as the months went on, as I was embracing my local title, it became clear to me that there was just a misalignment with how I believe people should be treated. So anyway, let's move on to the last reason why I decided to quit my pageant and not compete for Mrs. New Jersey International. And that is, I decided, simply put, I followed my intuition. I started to feel and sense red flags, but I kept pushing them down. I kept just giving the situation, let's say, the benefit of the doubt. I kept saying, well, it's because of this, and well, that's because of that. And my intuition was kicking in. I just was ignoring it. And I want to say to you, don't ignore that inner intuition, that inner voice, whatever you want to call it. Let's just call it intuition. Don't ignore it. Because at first you'll just get like little nudges and little signs from the universe. And then if you ignore it for so long, then something catastrophic will go wrong. Your intuition, your gut, that inner voice is always right. Trust yourself. And I did not trust myself for a series of months, even though I knew there was a lot of red flags and my intuition was in overdrive. But I'm so proud of myself for ultimately, I did listen to my intuition. It may have been in the nick of time, about 10 weeks out of the show, but I'm so proud of myself. And I cannot tell you how empowered and empowering I still feel by standing up for myself and making a stand and saying, no, I will not accept this mistreatment. I will not allow for myself to feel this way. And I'm not going to just go with the flow because it's easier on everyone else. I'm not going to just ignore the intuition and just sell myself out so that I can win a crowd. That is not worth it. The power of no, the power of listening to your intuition, that will get you so far in life. And I'm telling you, the moment that I closed this door, there has been so many more doors opened, which I'm really excited to share in the near future. But it has been a very, very exciting time for me. And I'm just so proud of myself. I feel like I won the whole castle. Never mind a crown. I feel like I earned an entire castle. That's how empowered I felt and still feel by making that decision. Know your self-worth. And remember, there's no title, there's no crown, there's nothing that is worth you selling yourself out, sacrificing your self-worth. Know your self-worth. You deserve it. You deserve being treated like the amazing person that you are. And secondly, always know your values, your core values, and make sure that the relationships that you're in and the opportunities you're saying yes to match, that you're in alignment with their values. Otherwise, it's not the right opportunity for you. And lastly, always follow your intuition. It's always right. And if you ignore it, yeah, you can get away with it for a little bit, but ultimately you will have to cave in to listening to your intuition, or something, like I said earlier, catastrophic will happen. Your intuition is your GPS system. Follow it. It will always guide you to your destination, to what you're supposed to be doing, to the right relationships, to the right opportunities. That felt so good, and I'm so relieved, and I have been literally on such a high ever since I made this empowering decision. And I thank you so much if you supported me throughout my reign of being Mrs. Morris County International. I truly, truly appreciate it. And by the way, all of the women that competed, or if maybe you're in pageantry, I support you. And I hope you had an amazing weekend. For those of you that were actually in the pageant, or if an upcoming pageant, I think it's an amazing thing to do, especially if you have a message, if you have a voice, if you have a cause that you're passionate about and you want the platform to share your message and raise awareness. Pageantry is an amazing, amazing experience. And by the way, I really grew as a person. I truly, truly did. It was amazing. It was just something was just not right. So this one particular system was not right for me, but pageantry as a whole, maybe it is for you. It's not for everybody, but like I said, if you have a message, maybe it is for you. And that's it for today's message. I hope you were inspired. I hope you feel empowered. I hope you're brave to make hard decisions. After hearing my message today, I really truly hope that it gives you the courage to make the right decisions in your life and to align yourself with the right people and the right opportunities. Thanks for being here. Subscribe, like, share this video. Come back soon. I upload videos every single week. I love you so much. Thank you, and have an amazing day. Stay inspired and keep chasing your dreams. It's so worth it. Love you so much. Bye. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Taryn Shea, fitness expert, founder of Fit and Shea. What? Okay, we're redoing that. Back it up.